his head a grass green turf, and at his heels a stone, a stone.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus.
What? Has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy will not let belief take hold of him, touching his dreaded sight twice seen of us. Therefore I've entreated him along with us to watch the minutes of this night, that if again the separation come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Tush, tush, 'twill not appear.
Peace, break thee off. Look where it comes again!
A missing figure, like the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar, speak to it, Horatio.
Looks not like the king. Mark it, Horatio.
Most like. It harrows me with fear and wonder.
It would be spoke to?
Question it, Horatio.
What art thou that usurpest this time of night together in the fair and warlike form in which the majesty of buried Denmark did sometimes march? By heaven, I charge thee, speak. Stay and speak, I charge thee, speak!
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is this not something more than fantasy? What think you on it?
I might not disbelieve without the sensible and true avowed to mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself, such was the very armor he had on when he the ambitious Norway combated. 'Tis strange.
Thus twice before and jump at this dead hour.
In what particular thought to work I know not, but in the gross and scope of my opinion, I think this bodes some strange eruption to our state. But soft. Behold, lo, where it comes again. I'll cross it, though it blast me. Stay, illusion, and if thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If thou hast any good thing to be done, that to thee do ease or grace, speak. Stay and speak. Stop it, Marcellus.
He's gone. He was about to speak.
And then it started like a guilty thing, upon a fearful summons. Break we our watch up, and by my advice let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For upon my life, this spirit done to us will speak to him. Do you consent that we shall acquaint him with it as equal in our loves fitting our duty?
Let's do it. I pray and die this morning now, where we shall find him most conveniently.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we with wisest sorrow think on him, and together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore our sometime sister, and now our queen, have we as 'twere with defeated joy, with mirth and funeral, and with dirge and marriage, taken to wife, for all our thanks. Now follows that you know, young Fortinbras, holding a weak supposal of our worth, or by thinking on our late dear brother's death, that our state be disjoint and out of frame, colleagued with the dream of his advantage. He hath not failed to pester us with the message, importing the surrender of those lands lost by his father to our most valiant brother. So much for him. Now, Laertes, what's the news with you? You told us of some suit. What is it, Laertes?
My dread lord, your leave in favor to return to France, from whence, though Willingly I came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation. Yet now I must confess, that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again towards France and bow to your gracious leave and pardon.
Have you your mother's leave? What says Polonius?
He hath, my lord, wrung for me my slow leave, and by laborsome petition, and at last, upon his will, I sealed my hard consent. I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
Time be thine, and at thy best graces spend it at thy will. Now, to our cousin Hamlet and our son.
A little more than kin and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thine eye to colour off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lid seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common. All that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam. 'Tis common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam. Nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not low in my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, nor the fruitful river in the eye, nor the dejected behaviors of the visage, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play. But I have that within, which passeth show these but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these morning duties to your father. But you must know that father lost a father, and that father lost his. The survivor bound in filial obligation for some term to do obsequious sorrow, but to persevere in obstinate condolement is a course of unmanly grief. We pray you throw to earth this unprevailing woe and think of us for as a father. Your intent in going back to Wittenberg is most retrograde to our desire. We beseech you, bend you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers. Hamlet, I pray thee stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
'Tis a loving and fair reply. Madam, come. This gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet's is smiling on my heart. Come away.
That this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. Or that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon against self-slaughter. Oh, God! God. How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fire! That it should come to this. But 2 months dead. Nay, not so much. Not 2. So excellent a king that was to this Hyperion to a satyr, so loving to my mother that he would not between the winds of heaven visit her face too roughly, and yet within a month, let me not think on it, a little month, she married with my uncle, my father's brother, yet no more like my father than I to Hercules. Oh, most wicked speed deposed with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor it cannot come to good. My break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
I'm glad to see you well. Horatio. Or I do forget myself.
Same, my lord, and your poor servant ever.
Sir, my good friend, I'll change that name with you. And when faith make you from Wittenberg? Marcellus!
My good lord.
I'm very glad to see you well. Good even, sir. But what in faith make you from Wittenberg?
A truant disposition, good my lord.
I would not hear your enemies say so, nor will you do mine ear that violence to make a truster in your own report against yourself. I know you are no truant. But what is your affair in Elsinore?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray thee do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, it followed hard upon.
But I had met my dearest foe in heaven, or ever I'd seen that day, Horatio. My father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him. I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man. For all in all, I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesterday.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father.
2 nights together had these gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, kept their watch, and on their watch been thus encountered. A figure like your father appears before them, and with solemn march goes slow and stately by them. This to me in dreadful secrecy in part they did, and I with them the 3rd night kept the watch, where, as they had delivered both in time, formed the thing. Each word made true and good. The apparition comes. I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
Where was this?
My lord. Upon the platform where we walked.
Oh, did you not speak to it?
My lord, I did, but answer made it none. Yet once methought it lifted up its head and did address itself to motion as if it were to speak. But even then, the morning cock crew loud and it shrunk in haste away and vanished from our sight.
It's very strange.
As I do live, my honored lord, 'tis true. And we did think it writ down in our duty to let you know of it.
Indeed, sirs, but this troubles me. Would I'd been there.
It would have very much amazed you.
Very like. I'll watch tonight, perchance to walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me to hold my peace. I pray you, if you have hitherto concealed the sight, let it be tenable in your silence still, and whatsoe'er else shall have tonight, give it an understanding, but no tongue. I'll requite your love. So on the platform twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you.
My duty to your honor.
Your love as mine to you. Farewell. My father's spirit in arms. All is not well. I doubt some foul play. Would the night were come. Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth overwhelm them to men's eyes.
My necessities are embarked. Farewell. And, sister, as winds give benefit and convoys assist, Do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet, in the triflings of his affection, hold it of fashion and a toy in blood. Forward, not permanent. Sweet, not lasting. The perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more but so?
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, and now no soil nor cartel doth besmirch the virtue of his will. But you must fear it, Ophelia. His greatness is weighed. His will is not his own. He cannot, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for on his choice depends the safety and health of this entire state. Then, if he says he loves you, it fits your wisdom so far to believe it, and weigh what loss your honor may sustain if too credent ear you list his songs, or lose your heart, or your chaste treasure open to his unmastered importunity. But fear it, Ophelia. Fear it, my dear sister. Keep yourself in reach of your affection, out of shot and danger of desire. Virtue itself escapes not calamitous strokes. The canker galls the infants of spring far too oft before their buttons be disclosed. Therefore, be wary. Best safety lies in fear, though. Youth itself rebels, though none else near.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. But bid, my brother, do not as some ungracious pastors do show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst, like a puffed and reckless libertine, himself the primrose path of dalliance treads, and recks not his own reed.
Oh, fear me not. Oh, I stay too long. Here comes my mother.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard for shame. Bear my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory. See thou character, give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unapportioned thought is act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast in their adoption tried, grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel. But do not blow thy palm with entertainment, for each new uncatched, unpledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in, bear it that the opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thine ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. This above all. To thine own self be true. And it must follow, as the night of the day. Thou canst not be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this in thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lady. Ophelia, remember well what I have said to thee. Farewell.
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
What is it, Ophelia, he hath said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet?
Very well bethought. It is told me he hath very oft of late given private time to you, and you yourself have of your audience been so free and bounteous. If it be so, as so 'tis put on me, I must tell you, you do not understand yourself so clearly, and it behooves my daughter and your honor. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lady, of late, offered many tenders of his affections to me.
Affection? Do you believe his tenders, as you call them?
I do not know, my lady, what I should think.
Mary, I'll teach you. Think yourself a baby. That you have taken his tenders for true pay. Tender yourself more dearly. Or, not to crack under the wind of poor phrase, running it thus. You'll tender me a fool.
My lady, he hath importuned me with love in an honorable fashion.
Aye, fashion you may call it. Go to.
And hath given countenance to his speech, my lady, with almost all the holy vows in heaven.
Aye, this for just to catch woodcocks, I do know. When the blood burns, how prodigial the soul. Lends the tongue vows, and these blazes, daughter, give more light than extinct in both, even in their promise as it is in making. You must not take for fire, from this time forth be somewhat scanter of your maiden presence. For Lord Hamlet, believe in him so much that he is young, and that he may walk with a larger tether that may be given to you in few, Ophelia. Do not believe his vows. This for all. I would not, in plain terms, from this time forth, have you so slandered any moment leisure as to give words or talk with Lord Hamlet.
I shall obey, my lady.
Truly, it is very, very cold.
It is so nipping and an eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lacks 12.
No, it is struck.
Indeed, I heard it not. Then it draws near the season wherein the spirit held is wont to walk. Look. My lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us. Be thy intents wicked or charitable. Thou comest in such a questionable form that I'll speak to thee. I'll call thee Hamlet, King, Father, Royal Dane. Oh, answer me! Let me not burst in ignorance. What may this mean that thou, dead corpse, revisits thus the glimpses of the moon? Say, what is this? Why? What should we do?
It beckons you to go away with it as if it's some apartment did desire to you alone.
It will not speak. Then I'll go with it.
Do not! My lord.
What? What should be the fear? I do not set my life on a king's fee.
What if it tempt you toward the flood, my lord, or to the dreadful summit of the cliff that beetles o'er his base into the sea, and there assume some other horrible form, which might deprive your sovereignty of reason and draw you into madness?
It waves me forth again. Go on. I'll follow thee. Put off thy hands.
Behold, you shall not go!
My fate cries out! Still I am called. Unhand me, Horatio! By heaven, I'll make a ghost of him that lets me! Go. I'll follow thee.
He waxes desperate with imagination. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak! I'll go no further!
Mark me.
Speak! I'm bound to hear!
Thou shalt revenge when thou shalt hear. I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night. For the day is confined to fastened fires, to the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. List, oh list, if thou didst ever thy dear father love, revenge is foul, most unnatural murder.
Murder!
Murder most foul, as in the best it is, but the most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it, that I may sweep to my revenge.
Now Hamlet here, 'tis given out, sleeping in my orchard. A serpent stung me. So the whole year of Denmark is by a forged process of my death rankly abused. But no, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life, now wears his crown. Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle! I, incestuous, the adulterate beast! With witchcraft of his wit, won to a shameful lust, the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. From me whose love was of that dignity that it went hand in hand, even with the vow I made to her in marriage. But virtue as it never will be moved, the lewdness courted in the shape of heaven. The soft, methinks I scent the morning air. Brief let me be. Sleeping within my orchard, upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Lebanon in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour the leprous distilment. Thus was I, sleeping, by brother's hand, of life, of crown, queen, I once dispatched, no reckoning made, but sent to account with all my imperfections on my head. Horrible, horrible, most horrible! Thou hast nature and they bear not! But howsoever thou pursuest this act, take not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother up. Leave her to heaven. Fare thee well at once. Adieu. Adieu. Hamlet, remember me.
Remember thee! Ay, thou poor ghost! Well, memory holds a seat in this distracted globe. Remember thee! I, from the table of my memory, I'll wipe away all trivial fond records, and thy commandment all alone shall live within the book and matter of my brain, unmixed with baser matter, yes, by heaven! Most pernicious woman. Oh, villain. Villain, smiling, damn it, villain! My table's meted as I break it up. One may smile and be a villain. At least I'm sure it may be so in Denmark. So, uncle, there you are. Now to my word. It is adieu, remember me. I've sworn it.
Lord Hamlet? Heaven secure him. How is my noble lord?
Oh, wonderful.
Good, my lord. Tell it.
No. You'll reveal it.
Not I, my lord, by heaven.
Touching this vision here, it is an honest ghost, let me tell you. For your desire to know what is between us, overmaster it as you may. My good friend, give me one poor request.
What is it, my lord? I will.
Never make known what you have seen tonight.
My lord, I will not.
Nay, but swear it. Never to speak of this that you have seen. Swear by my sword.
Swear!
Boys, sayest thou so? Come on, you hear this fellow in the cellarage. Consent to swear.
Swear!
Well said, old mole. Canst thou work in the earth so fast?
Oh, day and night, but this is wondrous strange.
And therefore, as a stranger, give it welcome. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. I hereafter shall think me to put an antic disposition on, that you at such times, seeing me, never shall with arms encumbered thus, or with this head shake, or with pronouncing of some doubtful phrase as, well, we know, or we couldn't if we would, or if we list to speak, or there being if they might, or some other ambiguous givings out. This to know you know aught of me. Swear.
Swear!
res perturbed spirit. So with all my love, I do commend me to you. And what so poor a man as Hamlet can do to express his love. And friendling to you, God willing, shall not lack. Just go in together, and still your fingers on your lips, I pray. The time is all out of joy. But cursed spite that ever I was born to set it right. Nay, come, let's go in together.